Hello wonderful person, this is Anton, and today we're taking a look at a space game called Planet Nomads. Let's find out if this game is any good, and well, if it's worth your purchase as well. Welcome to What the Math. So Steam was actually suggesting games to me, and this was one of them. And I looked at the trailer and was really impressed that you can do all these crazy things. Here's actually some of the excerpts from the trailer. You can basically build these awesome vehicles, you can create these flying machines, and you can kind of explore this planet as a nomad. Basically here you're kind of transporting yourself on your vehicle and exploring various locales and various locations on the planet. And the planet is supposedly very big. And then I jumped in and decided to start a new game, and the introduction was even more impressive. Look at this. In 2065, mankind decided to travel far, far away, found a planet, and then something bad happened on that planet. And here we go. And so, long story short, you basically crash land on the surface of the planet. You start the game by pressing E and discover yourself in the middle of a procedurally generated world. Now, I kind of didn't really know what to expect from the game, and I've already played through one of the worlds and actually ended up not doing so well in that world. But basically here, you kind of start by, well, collecting things, and you do this by... Oh, I accidentally used up one of my thingies. I shouldn't have done that. You do this by doing the following. You have this little minigun thingy, and you can actually collect and mine and do all kinds of Minecrafty stuff, including cutting down trees by using your unusual weapon. And goodbye, tree. The physics in this game are actually pretty cool. The graphics are actually quite original and quite good looking, but there is quite a lot of problems in this game, and I'm going to discuss them as I'm playing through this. So let's actually collect some of the materials so I can show you how the construction works in this game. And I'm actually going to try to construct a few things just so you can see what to expect from this game. Now, I've played through this for a few hours, and those amazing vehicles you saw in the little introduction video or the video on Steam, I still was not able to construct them. As a matter of fact, I tried really hard. I collected so much stuff, but there was always something missing. And so unfortunately, don't expect to drive those vehicles right away. It's gonna take you quite a long time before you can build them. Now, this game also has a variety of wildlife. There's a bunch of it kind of over there somewhere, I think. And one of the biggest issues I had with this game is, for some reason, you get really hungry and really thirsty really fast. As a matter of fact, my first game, I landed somewhere far, far away from water and ended up dying of thirst. Couldn't even find water nearby. So it's kind of hard, especially because the map here doesn't really show you where stuff is. But as you can see, the actual map is very large. The planet is big. It's really, really big. It's going to take you a long time to traverse it, which is already a big plus in my on my rating scale. But walking around is not an option. So you can actually kill these things, and they do drop like meat and stuff, but I'm not going to do that yet. They're not really... they're not my priority right now. I'm going to show you how the building works. I don't know why the game generated me on a slope. This is kind of annoying. So the cool thing here is that there is quite a lot of cool effects. Like, for example, this visor effect you get if you jump out of the water. You can also collect water and basically drink it, although it is for some reason radioactive, so you do get poisoned pretty quickly. So you have to actually create a water purifier and a lot of other tools before you can survive. This will take you at least like an hour, I think. Last time I was playing, it took me even longer than that because I was having trouble finding all the materials. So anyway, you click tab and you bring up a building majiggy. And here we have a 3D printer. It's called emergency 3D printer that you can basically build right away. And this allows you to essentially build stuff. And now I can actually try to use some of these resources to construct a few things. So, like, for example, if I were to place iron and what else do I need here? Carbon. I could then create a few of these things. I think I need 2 of them. And I also need 2 of these. So let's build our first platform so we can start maybe building some stuff. But basically, this is how it all starts. One problem I have with this game is that it actually locks all of the other parts. As a matter of fact, you cannot just build a vehicle right away. You have to unlock these one by one, and it's really, really time consuming. I really wish I could just build a bunch of wheels, for example, which I think are here somewhere. I don't know, somewhere there. Here. Because I actually found a bunch of cockpits walking around, and they were missing wheels. And I could have had my own vehicle if I could just build a wheel, but the game won't let you, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, so let's collect this, collect that, and I think now I can build my platform, which I can build where? I guess here. This is a bit slopey. Well, let's try our best. Oh, wrong view. Yeah, I don't need that. So we're gonna try to build this thing, which allows you to create some of the other parts. So we can just place it, boom, right here. Right? That works. That works. It works for me if it works for you. And done. So here we go. This is our first building platform. I put it inside the ground here so it doesn't fall. But you can now kind of build some of the other things. So if I were to go back here, I can now build a machine that allows me to produce food and drinks and a container. So that's already a good start. Now, for me to unlock more useful things, I have to basically grind a little bit and collect a lot of other materials and so on and so forth. So this does kind of become a little bit annoying. Now, all in all, this is supposed to be an exploration game, but because of these limitations on food and drink, and because you actually run out of them really quickly, I feel like the adventuring part, the nomad part, is kind of difficult to accomplish. So there's a lot of stuff here to explore. Oh no, oh not the bees. Oh, I hate these things. Yeah, these things, they for some reason not only damage you, but they also take away your thirst. I don't know why that happens, but I guess they're like thirst bugs or something. And like I said before, you will run out of everything, hunger and thirst, really quickly. You'll get thirsty like within 20 minutes of playing, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, great. There's also that. Now, there is quite a lot of beautiful locales here to see and to explore, but the thing is, flora and fauna, basically animals and plant life, does become very repetitive. I've walked for like hours, and I kept seeing the same stuff, same bugs, same weird animals, like those guys right there, over and over again. These ugly looking pig cows, and all of this kind of repeats itself. So I kind of wish there was more diversity. It's a little bit repetitive. But there is a lot of stuff to see. There's a lot of things to explore. So in that sense, the game does kind of give you a large world with like deserts and mountains and a lot of other stuff. So let's actually, let's go and see if we can find some of these things on the map. So there's something right here. We can try to reach it. It's about, that one is a little bit closer. It's about 1 kilometer, but we have to swim there. So we're gonna go and try to find this first part. And usually these are beacons with like extra materials there, or sometimes a part or two for your vehicle, and sometimes a message. So we can go and try to explore these a little bit. And as you walk through the areas in this game, you'll actually uncover more and more of these. And sometimes you'll even find alien stuff, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna just walk for a few minutes until I reach this area. Now this is what the nighttime looks like. I'm being attacked right now, unfortunately, so I'm trying to run away from these things. But it does look very beautiful. I think atmospherically, this game is definitely really cool. However, I spent about 5 minutes running to this one spot that you'll see in a few seconds. And this is kind of what really bugs me about this game. It's a little bit monotone. It's a little bit repetitive. It's kind of, I don't want to say boring, but it is a little bit boring. Now, the other thing is that the multiplayer that was promised for months and months was apparently cancelled. So you're basically stuck playing this game, running around, exploring, all by yourself, all alone. So this kind of might appeal to some people. I mean, it is called a nomad, and I guess it kind of implies that you'll be alone most of the time, but oh no, not the bugs. Not the bugs. Not the bugs. But yeah, I think this is definitely not for everyone. Now, alright, so we found our first monolith here, and I'm not sure what's going to be inside or around it, but we might be able to discover something cool. Also, the sun is coming up, so that's good. Is that a monster? Yes, it is. I need to avoid that guy. I don't want to get in trouble with him yet. Alright, so let's see what's here. So these are kind of spread around the area. Usually you'll find a few of them. And, okay, this guy doesn't like me. He clearly doesn't want me here. So I'm gonna have to kill him. We're gonna reload our weapon. Whoa! Okay.
Your body sustained heavy injuries. Internal bleeding detected.
Great. Very good.
Sustained heavy injuries. Internal bleeding.
Am I gonna lose this? Yeah, it looks like I am.
Condition critical.
Yep, he killed us. Well, that's that. That's not cool. So these things occasionally protect the monoliths and protect the areas around them. Not always, but sometimes. And they are kind of difficult to kill. So when you die, you basically go to your last location. And well, you've pretty much just seen about 95% of the gameplay. You've seen the battling, you've seen the building, the exploring, the riding away from enemies and annoying thirst flies. And that's about it. Once you get to the vehicle part, it does become a little bit more fun because you get to drive them around or fly them around. But that's a long process. And even after that, there's really not much else to do. So this is a very, very early access game. So if you are going to be buying this game, keep that in mind. There's just a limited amount of stuff right now. I'm very disappointed that they actually removed the multiplayer as an option from the game. And I think a lot of people kind of gave it a very negative review on Steam because of that. Because this would be more fun if there were people around. Doing this alone is definitely not for everyone, and I think it's not for me either. So I just wanted to give you my perspective on this game because it's actually been constantly recommended to me by Steam Artificial Intelligence proposals thingamajiggy. And I actually wanted to try it and see if it's any good, but turns out that it would be good maybe in a few years. Right now, it's just not there yet. I think if you like these types of games, Planet Explorers is a much better choice. And maybe even games like No Man's Land, because at least there you'll get very similar experience, but it's always going to be a different planet with procedurally generated everything. Anyway, so that's Planet Nomads in a nutshell. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go see what this guy has to say to us. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Come back tomorrow to learn something else. Space out, and as always, bye-bye. Why are you running away from me? Come back! Come back! I just want to say hi. Oh, is this how they say hello on your planet? Okay. Hello to you too, sir. This is how they say hi on mine. I don't think they want me here. I think I'm gonna go back to Earth.